In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast. So then I said, dude, she's not that old. Like 85 is fine for that kind of activity,
That's
right?
not bad.
That's not bad, right?
That's the top ends of a sportsman's triple right
She
there.
was a limber 85.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking legs, like back, like behind her, like
Mikey.
I mean, he probably broke a hip or dislocated it or something.
At
but
the,
it's fine.
hey,
You know,
Mikey,
you know we're live right now.
Oh, are we live?
Mikey.
We are.
Oh shit!
At
Fuck
the-
boys.
you know what? Still, at the end of the day, Scott wants a tank. So if she's 85, she's 85.
That's right. Yeah.
No, that has to do with one and the other here.
And I don't know. He wanted somebody in his peer group. I get it. I get it. It's Thursday. There's smokes in our hands, drinks on the table. Johnny boy, what the fuck were you about to do?
Not an 85-year-old chick.
That's correct.
Because I would rather masturbate.
That's right. It is time for a Freedom Friends Master Debate, where us, the Freedom Friends, solve the world's problems one mediocre topic at a time. Basically, create them first and then solve them. We are Sans of Jazz. We are Plus of Dave, as always. Hello. Hola, senor. Senor Dave is here, as always. We got a little bit of a peanut gallery today. And
Penis gallery.
Also that. Yeah, also that. And boys, I got a topic.
Oh, shit.
And actually, I got this topic from a longtime listener.
First time caller.
Mr. Leroy J. Gibbs, which we still don't know his real name.
It's a dude from NCIS.
It is. It's him. But he sent me an article, and it's Minnesota 4th graders were told to hide an equity survey from their parents
Today.
And my question is to you, at what point do we, as productive members of society,
Speak for yourself.
So
I'm speaking for you, Dave. That ain't for me. Shit. Like, actually finally put our fucking foot down with this shit and go, dude, you're crossing a fucking line.
So
I think that they frown upon going into a school and shooting people. So we have to find an ulterior.
That's true.
so-
That's definitely frowned
Means
upon.
of-
Yeah.
so my girlfriend told me a really good story.
Andy,
So I'm not
forgot
going
it.
to throw anybody under the. No, I'm just trying to figure out my OPSEC on this story.
Okay.
So I don't want to throw anybody under the bus.
Right.
But so the school that she works at, she had to go do orientation because the school year's about to start up again, and so
Thank fucking God.
their superintendent is this Asian dude,
Right.
and this nice Mexican lady that was one of the teachers raised her hand and had a question about critical race theory,
Right.
and if they're teaching it or anything like that, and he had the most amazing answer ever. Because he's like, he broke down the racial percentages in the school that he's a superintendent of.
Right.
And he's like, oh, and by the way, there's only less than 2% Asian in this entire school. And I'm the superintendent and I'm Asian. And that less than 2% are my fucking kids. And he's like, we are not teaching critical race theory. We are not teaching any of the bullshit. We have a very good
Curriculum.
variety, for lack of better words, of backgrounds going to this school. And there's no reason that we have to teach or that we should teach anything that critical race theory says, because none of it's true.
Well, and I
Bam.
don't know.
I was like, you're working in a great district.
Yeah, dude, like this guy gets it. Shit.
Yeah.
But how would you teach kids? You're teaching them racism.
Yeah.
Yes. You're
Like-
teaching them to
And they know-
apologize for their
and
race.
and the thing
Well,
is, and my
but
problem
yeah,
with this
like-
debate is they know that they know it's wrong because they're telling the kids to not go home and talk to their parents about it.
Right.
At what fucking point? And obviously there was a 4th grader, and the article that I read, there was a 4th grader who fucking essentially went home and was like, I don't feel right not being able to talk to my mom about this.
Right.
Some of these questions I didn't understand because she's a fourth grader.
Yeah.
You know, and
A very
she's-
articulate fourth grader.
yeah, she's great. And she was like, I didn't feel right withholding stuff from my mom.
Yeah.
So she went home and told her mom, and her mom was like, the fuck?
Right.
They told you to not tell me what?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, don't you ever dictate what I can and can't say to my children or what my children can and can't say to me.
Right.
Like, you were their fucking teacher.
Yeah.
All right. You don't even need a fucking degree to do that job.
Yep.
All right. You can seriously get a goddamn teaching certificate online and go be a fucking fourth grade teacher. Kindly fuck yourself. And I know, Tracy, I know this is going to hurt because you're a teacher and we respect you. All right. But, like, dude, like, that is not okay. You can't be like, hey, fucking don't tell your parents about this. Do you know who else does that? Pedophiles.
Exactly.
All right. Fucking
I couldn't even get the P out and you beat me to it.
every fucking scumbag scoutmaster that ever lived, every fucking dirty ass fucking priest, all of them.
Yeah.
Don't tell your mom and dad about this. Let's play a game. All right. It's called fucking hide the weenie. Like, no, it's not fucking okay. You can't fucking put that in the kids' heads.
Well,
And if I was a parent in that school district, bitch, I'm about to be rich.
Yeah.
I'd be fucking dropping a lawsuit like a motherfucker. Holy fuck.
but this whole critical race theory, right? Like,
I don't understand it.
I don't either, because you're teaching you're teaching the kids that racism exists, right? But if you don't want racism, then act like, make it so it doesn't exist.
You ever seen fourth grade
don't-
kids?
Yeah, right.
There's no racism in
No.
fourth grade.
No,
None.
There's none.
Yeah.
That is a learned behavior that fucking douchebags teach douchebags.
But if they
There's probably the same amount of racism in the fourth grade class as there is in an infantry platoon.
yeah. It's just not a thing.
There isn't.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
you're all
there's not-
fucking green.
Yeah, you're all-
Except in fourth grade, you're just covered in green, like snot.
Yeah.
There's no difference.
You're all in the same fucking petri
They
dish.
both eat crayons.
But say you succeed and the white kids feel bad, right? But they're eventually going to get older and they're going to be like, why do I feel bad? I did nothing wrong.
Oh, but
And-
they did. They're white.
And then that is ultimately going to create the racism.
Yeah.
You know, like I just don't get it. Like
It's the 2000s academia is what's fucking this world right now.
Yeah.
Because these people, it is all they fucking know. It is all they know. Like, they either stay in school for fucking 10 plus years past high school, just stacking fucking degrees because, what I want to do, I can't do unless I have my master's or my doctorate or my whatever the fuck.
Right.
And so they're in school for 10, 12 years, stuck in academia in that same fucking cesspool of bullshit. And then that's all they believe. And then a lot of them, instead of actually going into a profession and bettering this world, they become a professor or a teacher and they stay in academia and they continue
with no real world
none
experience
whatsoever. And they
None.
continue the repetitive fucking bullshit that's going on in today's fucking school system.
Oh, this is narcissism.
Yeah.
You know, you got a bunch of 18-year-old kids that look up to you and think of you as like the end-all be-all fucking authority on everything because that's
Yeah.
what they're
And- but-
indoctrinated to
But
think.
you got to be woke in order to have your students like you, because it's not about grades. It's not about actually teaching. It's about popularity and likes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I got offered a fucking an adjunct professor job, right? And I think I'm going to take it. I think I'm gonna,
Recently.
yeah, I think I'm gonna finish it because it's something I do at night. It wouldn't even damper my fucking day job, right?
Yeah.
But literally, I think I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
In person or online?
both
And
Nice.
what would you be teaching?
criminal justice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd be a CJ. I'd be an adjunct criminal justice professor.
So you would be, I'm going to fuck with you right now. You would be one of those criminal justice instructors.
I would be
because-
a guy in academia
That's
who's
what-
never fucking done the
that's what
job
your
of
degree
fucking
was.
100%.
and you have no
100%.
experience in this
Yeah.
teaching other people.
And I got offered that job.
Yeah.
So literally, I'd be one of those fucking assholes.
Yep.
That's like, why do you need algebra? Well, so I can become an algebra teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Like, fucking, yeah. You know, like, yeah. I remember my professors when I was going through my CJ degree. There was almost all of them were retired cops or former police officers, detectives, one agent, federal on the federal side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For the most part, they were all there. one probation officer, because that's part of the criminal justice system.
Yeah.
You know, and she was okay.
Yeah. About as good as a PO can be.
She didn't like me. She just didn't like me. Like
That's how
she
how
hated.
POs are.
She hated that I was so good. Like it made her hate me more because I was like
That's the best.
like far and away the best student in class, and I just fucking already knew everything. Like what? While I was going through her class, I was simultaneously writing the syllabus for the master's program because the fucking lead professor had asked me to help write syllabus for the master's program for my own master's. So I was like,
Okay.
I'll sit through your sex crimes class, sweetheart. And I was like, all right, you know, like I was. Fuck, it was whatever. But that because I wrote the syllabus for the program and everything, that's how I got offered the job. All I got to do is just finish this degree, right? And I'm actually thinking about doing it
That's awesome.
just so that I could fucking
Have an influence.
Professor.
be like,
Neutral.
listen, whatever you're fucking hearing, it's probably bullshit.
Should be a very short-lived career there, sir.
Like in a tactful manner, I'd have to say it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, I get it. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. You're entitled to be woke and all this bullshit. But here's the bottom line.
Yeah.
No.
I'm fucking woke. I'm a wokeist, you assholes.
How many of you consider yourself woke? They raise their hand and be like, get out of my fucking
You know,
class. Fuck
judges
outta here.
judges are elected, but you have to have been a lawyer first. And I wish that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
I wish if there was an elected job or something that I would try to do, I would be very interested in being a judge.
I think it needs to be like jury duty, where you just get a letter in the mail.
And you're like, yeah, you're
And
a
it's
judge
like,
for
oh, by the way, you're running for this position.
The problem is you actually need to know law, but
yeah. But it's all written down, man. Just read it.
That's
right,
it.
yeah.
You got clerks.
Just read it. Fuck.
But I think being a judge,
You trying to tell me that an infantry officer knows infantry? Lieutenant's got a fucking gunny for a reason, bro. Like
Yeah.
shit. Like fuck it. Same fucking scenario.
a lieutenant knows infantry by the time they're a captain.
That's like 5 years.
Yes. The same as it takes to become a sergeant. God damn it. Like, yes.
Yeah. I'm just saying, man. Fuck. I don't know. I hate the idea that we're starting to normalize things like this.
Oh, I know.
That this
Yeah.
is part of a conversation where it's like it's normal for a teacher to tell a kid, "Hey, we're gonna take
parents.
this survey. Don't tell your parents about it."
It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
Just the simple fact that a teacher, it doesn't matter what the
Yeah.
subject is. The fact that a teacher said, hey, kid, don't tell your parents.
And how-
And that teacher still has a fucking
And
job.
how the
Fucking
fuck,
terrifying,
How
man.
the
Yeah.
fuck you can give a fourth grader a survey and go like, it should be like, what's your favorite color? It shouldn't be anything more than the simplest shit for
Yeah.
a fourth grader.
Like, what's your favorite doll to play with? And I
Yeah.
guarantee you that's probably what it is. It's probably misleading questions like that. What color of skin does your favorite doll have?
Yeah.
right.
Things like that. It's probably something real fucking Machiavellian that's just disgusting.
What color is
like,
Santa Claus? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
yeah. Like, what color's Jesus?
Well,
Oh, never met him.
I'd be like Korean.
Ask Scott.
Like, he's Korean.
he was
Jesus.
very brown.
Yeah. Yeah. Olive colored skin.
Yeah.
They literally said it in the Bible. He probably looked like you.
It's because he got fucking lost and ran around the desert for 40 fucking years.
He probably looked like
got
you.
a little tan going.
Very leathery.
The reason you're like complected this way, just fucking,
How do you know?
it's that Hebrew blood, dog.
Greatest comeback since Jesus. You never see me and Jesus in the same room.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. That's what it is. It's that Hebrew blood. You are the chosen.
Yeah.
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 God is with me. You ever watch that? You ever watch the Bible? The series?
No.
It's done really well.
Yeah.
It's done really, really well. But the majority of it follows Old Testament. So it's all about the Jews.
Yeah.
And it's done really well. Like it talks about Abraham being a badass and fucking like
Yeah.
like the Battle of Jericho and shit, and they're all like, God is with me. They're just fucking people up. It's awesome. It's not a bad fucking watch, man. Like
Okay.
Haley gives me shit because I'll watch. She's like, I don't want to watch this shit because she's like an evangelical fucking atheist, right? And yeah. But I don't know, man. All I'm saying is, the day that a teacher in my school district with my kids tells my children to not tell mom and dad about fucking anything
Anything.
will be the day
Yeah.
that one, my kids are removed from that school, because I'm not going to have you fucking influence my children in any form or fashion other than doing your job and teaching them the fucking curriculum.
Right.
You know?
When did school become social versus academic?
Well,
I don't know.
Elementary school has to have a level of socializing.
I can't
But
remember.
the social is like, don't fight. Like, I mean,
I can't
it's
remember if I
simple
talked
stuff.
about it on the show here, if I talked about it out with people. But I read this article a couple weeks ago, and it talked about college graduates and what the common things that they have no idea how to
Right.
do. And there was something like 18% of college kids don't know how to do their own laundry.
Did you see? Have you ever seen? Have you seen a video with the can opener?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
But so
It's one of my favorite things
they
ever.
put down these percentages of what these kids can't do. They can't do their own laundry. They can't cook. They don't know how to fucking reset a router.
Yeah.
Like all these things.
That's because home ec is sexist.
No, and so one of the comments, one of the responses was, well, they need to put back home ec and classes. And I'm like, no, motherfuckers. That basic shit is like, when did parents stop teaching their kids how to fucking live? You know, like when did parents stop teaching their kids how to make dinner?
Speaking of
when the
not
internet
teaching
when
your
the internet
kids,
became a thing.
I was so angry the other day.
No, Scott's kids will fucking make dinner.
Yes, they cook, but however, I asked for a fucking a socket, and I said you got to look in the drawer that's metric. What's metric?
You know what? That's American as fuck.
And then, well, it is, but I'm like, motherfucker, like, like I had to explain like 1/4 inch versus 10 millimeter, right? Like I broke it down.
And they're like, why do they just use
But
this?
Dad, you don't have any 10 millimeter sockets.
Right? But then I followed it up with, hey, now that you figured that out, grab me the metric screwdriver.
Dick.
Hey, it's the proper parenting method. It's build them up and then tear them fuckers down.
fucking peg. 100%, dude.
What's a metric screwdriver? It's the fucking one with, the normal one.
So that is a perfect example, though, right?
Yeah.
So you asked them to get you something. They didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So instead of just being like, fucking go and doing whatever, you
Yeah.
stopped and you taught them the difference between the two.
Right.
Yeah.
And I teach through embarrassment.
Like,
I always have.
This is metric. It's what every other country on the planet uses as a
Yeah.
fucking unit of membership, except for us.
Yeah.
We don't use this as
Yeah.
measurements.
Remember those fractions you did in high school you hated? This is the only time they come into play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else is going to be decimals.
Yeah. Yep. The entire reason you know the term numerator, it's because of this.
But I feel like I failed my child
Why?
because, he's old enough to know what the fuck. Like, I knew what the difference between English and metric sockets by the time I was like 6.
Yeah, but you grew up on a farm
Yeah,
where
you
you actually
worked
had
on
to
a
fish
farm,
it.
dude.
I did.
That's
but
different.
This is why I
your
feel
dad
like
was
I-
a farmer. His dad runs a tobacco fucking company. Like, it's a world of fucking difference,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
I feel like I failed.
Eh,
Ugh.
are we gonna kill this scorpion that's up on the wall?
Wow, he's my
No.
homie.
that's Fred.
I can't reach him. I'll kill him when I can reach him.
That's
Yeah.
really high. That's a pretty good sized scorpion.
That's how high I want to be.
After the show, John.
Yeah, later, dude. All of a sudden, John's just like, what? What do you mean?
Yeah. So yeah, critical race theory does not belong in schools. Hiding shit from your parents does not belong in schools.
Yeah, dude. Like,
The teachers telling their kids to not tell their parents
that's
does
like,
not belong
that's
anywhere
fucking-
in this fucking society.
Yeah, dude.
Anywhere.
Like, don't get me wrong. I have a lot of respect for teachers. I have a lot. They have a hard job.
Mm-hmm.
And any fucking parent over this last year who had homeschool fucking values their teachers
Yes.
a lot.
Now, at least now they do.
Yeah, and if they didn't before, they damn sure do now. I have nothing but love for our teachers.
Yep.
All right. I think they're underpaid
Yes.
for the job that they do. They need more recognition 100%.
Yep.
But the second you fucking cross the line and do
Oh,
some
yeah.
shit like
Yeah.
that, fuck out of here. Like,
Yep.
you are replaceable. I
Yeah.
can go find an 18-year-old fucking kid who's going to fucking
Yeah.
college who can do your goddamn job. Like,
Well,
to teach my 4-year-old or whatever,
I feel like
granted, when you get a little higher, like, you
When-
need a little bit more GT to teach like the bigger shit. But
if,
still,
if you're a
like,
teacher and you're doing something sexually inappropriate to my kids, right?
yeah,
I feel like it's very, very close to that if you're teaching them something you have to hide from me.
Yes.
Like it is a very close thing.
Yeah, but you would just give your kid a high five.
Well, yeah.
Unless it was, never mind.
It depends. It depends what she
Depends
looks
on the teacher.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like it's something like that is very close to being like it's that inappropriate.
Oh, I agree, dude.
It's that inappropriate.
Yeah.
Like
It's on par with that.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, and it's fucking terrifying, dude. It's terrifying that thought is even in people's fucking heads that's okay. Now, Minnesota's got a slew of fucking issues up there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, that state's fucked 10 ways from
started
Tuesday.
about 25 years ago.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucked. It's totally screwed. But the fact that
You know when
is
that
even in
you know when Minnesota
the
started
fucking
going
realm,
downhill
dude.
is when Mandeville left Minnesota.
Yep. Jack left and the place just shit the bed.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's your fault.
I'm going to say he saw the writing on the wall and got the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because him and I left about the same time.
Yeah. That's right. You were up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was up there I did a stint about 2 years.
Did a couple years stint.
Oh.
Well, fucking A, boys.
It got
Not really a debate. I mean, it's just kind of a topic that I think needed to be said.
so it was a debate. We just all agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially.
It wasn't a debate because we knew we would all agree.
Like, share, subscribe, smash all those buttons, all that. Tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Tell your fucking mom's friends. Scott's all shaved up,
Yeah.
which means he's already got one. John's okay. I'm pretty sure I'm good. Dave,
What?
he needs something. You guys know what it is.
Tall redhead.
Something.
Damn
You're
right.
a tall redhead.
If you're a tall redhead and you're into bearded dudes,
Slide into Dave's DM.
yeah, we got a guy for you.
Eh,
And if
I'm
you're
game.
if you're into butt stuff, that's a plus.
Especially if you're
Dave loves it.
I haven't been pegging forever.
He lives with you.
hopefully literally.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm told you just start in the shower and it's fine.
That motherfucker was exit only from day one.
Yeah,
It's going to stay
fucking
that way.
Full real.
That's why Jazz is not here this evening. he had a rough weekend.
He's
if you know what I
recovering.
mean.
He's recovering. It was Women's Appreciation Week, and
He knew if he brought in a donut to sit on that, we'd all give him endless amount of shit.
he's already got an endless amount of shit if he's sitting on a donut. Any fucking way.
I wish they'd stop the recording, like when they start it before we know. They
Yeah.
just stop
Yes.
it at some point. We just keep going.
Brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FreedomFriends. Screw yourself that sweet 15% off. And of course, owellness.us for all your CBD needs. Freedom Friends 25. Get you a quarter off your order over there. We appreciate the fuck out of you guys turning in. If you're our Patreon supporters and you're hearing this early, we really fucking appreciate you. That's right. You can buy our love. We love you guys more than we do everybody else.
You
So,
are their favorite children.
That's right. You are 100% our favorites. Yeah. And
Definitely not the middle one.
Literally what makes this fucking shit show run. So we appreciate the fuck out of it. And really, you know, it's not a hard. There's one thing that's definitely not up for debate that we will all agree on. It's these final three things. Dave, why don't you hit me with the first one?
Well, that'd be smoke on.
Ooh, Scotty boy.
Drink on.
God damn it, kids.
Freedom
the
the
fuck
fuck
on.
on.
See you guys next time.